Are you feeling a little lost? Not sure where to find success? Not sure where to find yourself? I've spent the last 30 years of my life learning these lessons. And in today's video, I'm going to save you time, pain, suffering, and frustration in just 10 minutes. I've spent the last 30 years learning, living, and discovering, specifically the last 15, really discovering what is important. And today I just want to share what I think is important with you. I'm by no means perfect and haven't found all the things that I've wanted, but I've also discovered the things that I believe are important. And just like I can find value from someone else's perspective, I thought I would give you my own perspective and hopefully you can find value from that. And without further ado, I'm getting into it. In my late teens, I was given a piece of advice by a couple of different people. The piece of advice was try things. And Gary Vaynerchuk, who famously once said, spend your 20s trying shit, and when you wake up at 30, you'll still be incredibly young. And I did just that. And I feel qualified to talk about this because I was a student, I worked in bars, I was a barista, I worked at a university, I've worked hotel jobs, I've worked as an outdoor guide, I've worked in disability support, I've worked as a teacher in a school in both high school and primary school, I've worked residential campuses, I now work in a bookstore. I've tried some things. And the message behind that idea was to try as many things as you can because you learn different skills and you learn what you're good at and you learn what you enjoy. And the point of doing that through your 20s was that was the most high risk, high reward period of your life in terms of, for the vast majority, and I understand this doesn't fit every single person, most people don't have large responsibilities, particularly at the start of our 20s. You don't have any dependents, you're not owning a home just yet, you're still learning who you are, you're still discovering the world and yourself. And that time is really important because it is the time that you can try something for 2 years, realize, no, I actually hate this and leave it behind. It is the time that you can put all your energy in while also having this busy, beautiful life. It is the time that you discover who you are. And not saying that you can't do that in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. It just gets harder once you have more responsibilities. There's less time to go make your art. There's less time to go start a business. There's less time to try a job that you might not like. There's less opportunity to go and take a job that pays less money if it's not going to put food on your table at the end of the day to feed your family. It just gets harder. Not saying it's impossible, it just gets more difficult as time goes on. And so trying things provides you this freedom. You don't have to go earn as much money as you can. You don't have to gain all the success. You've got time and you've got the opportunity to go discover what it is that you want to invest into going forward in the next years of your life. And that is a privilege as much as anything else. Which leads me into the next thing is what matters to you? Are you someone that wants to chase a career and climb up the ladder? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to be an artist? Are the people in your life the most important thing, or is it your job? Is it your friends? Is it your sport? Whatever it might be, discover what it is that matters to you and pursue that and go after that. That can look and feel different for everyone. If you want to be an artist, find yourself a job that's a 9 to 5 that's not too taxing. So at the end of the day, you can go write your heart out, or you can paint, or you can take your photos, whatever it is. If you want to start a business, work out how to work as little as possible in order to put all your energy into that business. If you want to pursue your friendships or a relationship or having a family or a house or whatever it is, go for those things and do those things. But understand for all of those things, there is a cost. If you chase something over here, you might miss something over here. But the power of all of this is we get to choose what it is. You are choosing when you say yes and you are choosing when you say no. And those are both beautiful options. But the powerful component that comes with that is understanding and letting go of the things that you can't do. Not everyone is going to be able to do everything. I'm not going to the Olympics. I am not going to start a massive tech business. I'm not going to do this, or this. But I understand that in saying no to those things, I get to say yes to other things. There is no correct way to play out your life. You could run through a simulation 100 times and you would play it differently every single time. That is the blessing, that is the joy of having a life, and you get to make those decisions. So choose wisely, but also understand that there is time to correct and there is time to change lanes. And it's you that has the opportunity to change the direction, whether you're going north, you're going south, east or west, up or down. You get to choose the direction it goes in. Which leads me into, I think everyone at some point of their life, if you are privileged enough to have the opportunity and you get the chance, move somewhere new. Whether it be the next town over, whether it be the next state, whether it be a country. I've been privileged enough to be able to move state, move city, move town, move country, travel the world. And I can tell you that I've become a better person through doing all of those things. It forces you out of your comfort zone. It forces you into a new environment. It's a new challenge. It's a new set of skills. And you become more sure of yourself every single time, discovering who it is you are and who it is that you want to be. I've found incredible value from leaving where I grew up and moving around the world to see different perspectives, to see different lives, to see what it is that I would enjoy in a place that I lived. You'll have to do it scared, and that shit is cool as hell. Everything that I've done in my adulthood has been somewhat scary. The big leaps of faith, the quitting of the job, the traveling overseas have all been terrifying moves. And all I can say is I'm incredibly proud of all of them. And you'll do it scared, but that doesn't mean that it should stop you. The most important thing that you can have in this life is action. Small actions over long periods of time is what leads you into being the person that you want to be. It'll take you longer than you think. I still haven't found the success I thought that I would, which has been a blessing because it has given me time and opportunity and the ability to work on the craft of the thing that I want to do to get better. And I think if I didn't have those things, and if I had had early success, I wouldn't have been as driven, I wouldn't have been as consistent or hungry, and I wouldn't have got better at the craft that I need to desperately get better at. And it's okay if it takes a long time, because that is the joy, because doing it is in fact the reward. Turning up, showing up, trying. It's not the views, it's not the money, it's not the fame. It's the journey of getting there. We get in our heads that we need the money and accolades and the credentials and the status to be content with our lives. And I think the truth is, sitting down and doing the thing that you really want to do, that's the success, that's the reward, that is the thing that we are chasing. You will want to quit, you'll want to give up, you won't see the point, and that is exactly when you need to keep on going. I had a friend once reach out about my writing and told me to continue writing after I had quit for over 6 months at this point. And it led me back into this path and this thing that I feel calls me at times. And I started writing again, but I'm back and I'm doing it because I love it. And that is the joy of being able to do something as beautiful as put yourself out into the world, but also as beautiful as crafting something that you love. And sometimes just when you think you're about to give up and it's over and it's never coming back, that is when you'll get smacked with the reality and smacked back into this thing that you ultimately love. Losing teaches us more than winning, and I still implore you to try win, because progress will never be linear. Don't forget to have fucking fun. It's not that serious. It's the way that the grass feels on your bare feet on a nice day, the way the rain falls down on a nice summer day, and the scent that it brings along with it. It's the way that someone remembers a small detail about you that you think only you remember. That's what matters. And I'm going to come back to what matters to finish this thing off. But I've got a couple more things I want to share with you if you'll have me. And this one I've been thinking about a lot because I think it matters now more than ever. But kindness wins. Be kind, be respectful, show up for people that you care about. Spend as much time with your loved ones as you can. Love them hard, love them fiercely, love them fast, because time waits for no one, and love is the best thing that we get to do in this world, in this life. And I just want to finish with this because I think it's important. I once had a young man in my classroom that came in every day running around, enjoying his life as a kid. And then one Monday morning he came in and he wasn't able to walk. And it made me consider the privilege that we have and this body and this ability that we just get to turn up and get to breathe and get to be here. And then one day that won't exist and we won't have that. And I just want to say, as a person who realizes how fortunate they are to wake up every morning and be breathing, to wake up every morning and get to chase whatever it is that we are chasing, to get to wake up every morning and live this life, to do it and to do it in our own beautiful way, because at the end of the day, this life is magic and we should cherish every single moment we get with it. My name's Tim. I'm a writer. I'm a creator. I'm a teacher. Thanks for being here and being part of this journey. If you feel inclined, feel free to hit subscribe. It means a tremendous amount to me. And I will see you back here for the next one. In the meantime, have yourself a great week.